We are live, baby. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everyone. We about to start. Like a pop tart. Put it in the oven. Make sharp.
The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium.
Oh, what is my settings on? My settings have to be on receive because I receive every damn game.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers.
I like defense first. Let me get the momentum.
The defense is way better. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
See what he talking about though. Let's see what he talking about. Let's find out what the Lions are, huh? First time playing them. Played another Lions team. They were pretty good a while ago. And we fucked up.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game.
What do I want to do?
They tried a quick
do I want to test this gangster with the run? Or do I kind of want to keep it what I've been working on? What do I want to do? What do I want to do?
They can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Kamara.
I see Tart though. I see Tart out there.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around
because I'm feeling it. I said this is a special team, so we're going to be special. All right? We're going to be special.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence
and that creates for special games.
Players,
even if they score right away, this has to call for a special game.
Here early, we can carry this throughout the game.
They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. Got a man.
Got him quick.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Who's calling on the Instagram video?
The 39 now. They'll come up on a 1st and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed.
Why does he lose that yard, though?
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I don't want him to lose that yard.
Situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Kaepernick. That's complete to Slayton.
We're just trying to do our thing a little bit. We're just trying to do our thing a little bit.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
2 4th downs?
How about this one now?
Probably going to get one of them off.
2 of them.
Maybe that wrong choice, though.
It's Kamara. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Sorry, you got to see this Tart. I'm sorry, man.
49ers.
Like, I didn't mean for it to be like this, though. I honestly didn't, bro. I didn't want you to see the Niners do you like this. But sometimes it comes down to, oh my God. Didn't want to do that, but hey, play action comes with consequences, man. Comes with consequences.
I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Kaepernick now to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's
my God.
To escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right?
You got to plug that leak. Where's that shit coming from, son?
As you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
I just got to put more people in the box. That's my fault for not realizing he must have blitzed the whole world.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
He stalled out. You right. Oh, great punt, bro. No, I put a sky kick too. That's supposed to bounce backwards right into us. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's the game plan.
Let's go. 3.
Bridgewater.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Bro. He ain't missing no tackles this year. I'm trying to tell people.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
He ain't missing no tackles this year.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Stop it. Our defense too nasty. We really are, man. We don't want to be this nasty, but we too nasty, man.
Ball up to
don't
the
want to be
35
this nasty, but we too nasty.
1st and 10.
Hey, get in the weight room. Check. Crunch.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Catch made by Slayton.
Let's go, Slayton. Let's have a big day today.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Watch the run. Alert 3.
We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, Kaepernick. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Don't get Kamara in open space. I will throw to him right away.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Watch 55. I got it. Mike, 55. Check 55. Hey, here I come.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He's got the hook up to Miller.
You think you going to the out route? I'm going to go right underneath you, baby. Come on, man.
It's a 9-yard pickup on
Come on, man.
And it'll be second.
Gotta see what's coming, man. Oh, I've seen that shit coming.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Loss in 2 yards, man.
We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down.
What are we gonna do?
What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Nothing doing on second and third down.
We'll be all right, though. If you watch it, we'll be all right. 2 times we got stalled, man. Stalled out.
Now another tackle for loss.
We had decent gains this series, though.
They're the ones helping up the person who just
But next series will matter. Defense, let's shut things down real quick.
They've got to figure out a way
let's shut these things down real quick, baby.
Maybe you just out and out double him.
He do everything for me. He definitely get best kicker. He my field goal kicker. He my kickoff kicker. He my punter. He getting best kicker this year. He do everything. I don't want to have a punter on the squad. It is that one dude that does it all. Use that other slot for somebody else more important. Like that fullback, you feel me? Surprised no one picked him up. I went through free agency. I'm like, what? He's just sitting right here? The potential that he has that no one saw.
The Lions
even the computer
ready
didn't
to
see
kick
it.
off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult
I hope he tests me with these
It
slots.
really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit
What's your plan, bro?
after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That's his plan. Goodwin. My bad. That's my fault. Oh, shit. Okay. That's the plan. Goodwin is fast as fuck. All right.
78 yards.
Okay.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
Damn, it wasn't on my P's and Q's.
Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Don't get hurt out there. Or your appendix and shit, long jumping out there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better.
I like it.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
Wanted to get right underneath so I can hit that, but
slip across the 35.
he didn't. He didn't. He
13
didn't.
yards there and a Niner first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route.
Trying to stress that middle linebacker out.
Usually after about 3 to 4 steps,
Yeah,
and
do
cuts
what you
towards
gotta
the
do,
middle of the
baby.
field, and now what he's
Let's
trying
go.
to do is use
He
his
is
body
not fast
to keep
enough,
the defender
though.
away from the football and get the
Not
quarterback
fast
over the
enough
next
at
target.
all. If that was any other running back in this league, they score. They fucking score.
So he rips
Any
off
other
a great
running back,
run and
man.
shows you why this
God
year he's
damn.
top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
Kaepernick now on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Quickly brought down.
There, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Miller. And
Look at
here
run
he'll
the
get
rock
it
too,
down
baby.
to 7.
Don't get it
7
twisted.
yards on the pickup there, and now they've got
Don't get it
first and goal.
twisted.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Yeah, we moving it, but we just ain't scoring, man. Shutting down that red zone right now. Kind of not what we expected. Usually when we get to the red zone, we're scoring, man. Might hurt us, but we'll be all right. We did receive the ball.
Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
All right, though. We're gonna stop.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's
we understand who his go-to is.
Here in this game, isn't he?
Since we figured that out,
well for them. If they need
know it's coming.
late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That was a good throw too. I like it. I need to play some Madden.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side.
Oh, Lattimore, oh, you gotta come and get that. You gotta come and get that, Lat. You gotta come and get that.
Couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Mike 3.
A second down throw for Bridgewater.
Hey, bro, Eddie shoved him like, little dude, get off me. I know I'm 5'10", but get off me, homie. Get off me, homie.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And this one completes a read. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 10th carry for Kamara.
Oof. Trying to get behind that wall right there.
Tackle there by Brian.
Now y'all see him.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
Okay, I appreciate it, bro. Good looking, my man.
Seconds to play here in half
Good
number
looking,
one.
my man.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's see what you got. What? Go. Check Mike. Watch 55. I got you, son. I got you.
Here's Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick
I appreciate you helping me, bro.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run for it with Miller.
Let's get it. Let's get it. We'll practice that power, baby, because out of that formation, we can run that power, baby. Now it's really time to clamp shit up.
And once again, the 49ers are
time to clamp shit up.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
And we got 2 timeouts, so don't throw incompletion. We'll call timeout real quick.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh, we're trying to get a hit stick. Number 33 trying to get a highlight.
At the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 29, Bridgewater. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing.
From the gun, Bridgewater.
Oh, that boy. You got to either one-handed or tip it to a teammate.
On the clock.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away.
Yeah, we ain't letting that streak happen ever again. Just say, we ain't letting that shit happen at all.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield.
Oh, I thought I got it in the red. I thought I got it in the red. No, tell me I'm not. My bad. Tell me I'm not the best kicker in the game, though, if I make this.
And this is good.
Let's go.
It was running kind of gas
Let's
there
go,
at the
59.
end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Let's go.
So we come up on
Big
halftime
game.
with 9 points separating these two teams.
That's what I like to see, man. He might get kicker of the year for sure this year again. 59? Anybody make longer than 59 this year?
Ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
This year. I'm not talking about last year. This year.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see what's popping, bro.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's J.J. Watt, and he will bring it back to...
I'm just nasty. These user skills are nasty, bro. Like, just respect me, man. Just respect me. That's all I ask is just for respect. That's it. It's the only thing I ask for, man. Just respect me, man. That's all I ask. Should have threw it to Slayton, though, because I need Slayton to get the stats, and he was wide open, too. But I should have threw it to Slayton.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Hatchet. Hayward. Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that's
good because he was out of bounds.
In the end zone, it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready. And I think that in most places on the field,
defense, we shouldn't even give up that 7, though. Like, straight up, that 7 is kind of weak. Like, I fucked up. I messed up. That's on me. We'll correct that in film.
All that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
It was nice. J.J. Watt trying to get MVP. Straight up. J.J. Watt trying to get MVP.
See what happens.
What do you think we should have pressed it earlier, but about time he got his sack.
Outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 3. I got him.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And his pass is intercepted.
I told you that mistake will never happen again.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
I told you. Oh, I should have. I thought I was going to need to do that. But fuck, that was his first time, though.
just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. To throw, Kaepernick. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go. Kamara needed that one.
San Francisco.
We ain't even using them like we did last year, though. We kind of spreading out. We need development traits for the whole team. You know what I mean? If there's one problem I did wrong, is that I really didn't work on developing other people. Because there's that one play you might need a superstar or a receiver or an X factor. Like there might be that one play, so I need to develop it. You know, I just been playing my game, just winning. But I really needed to focus on developing the squad, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm kind of just developing the whole squad.
And this will not be returnable. It's
Welcome to the show.
The end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window.
You're not throwing it on him, bro. We got it locked in the secondary, man. We got it locked in the secondary, bro.
They take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Bridgewater. And oh, look at that.
3 out of your first pick, Rook. You got to attack the ball, man. You got to attack the ball, Rook.
Quarterback now. 5 straight
got to attack the ball,
completions
man. Let that be a lesson for you.
1st and 10.
You see how he attacked it, high pointed it? You see the difference?
Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. To throw, Kaepernick. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Just 17.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Watch his flat. On the ball.
Oh, you can't hike it when he's going out today.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He sets to fire deep.
Good ball, bro. We had 1-on-1 coverage out there. Cal, Cap, you got to make that throw, baby. You got to make that throw, Cap.
Happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Too fast for all
again
that.
On 2nd down, this one's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Hey, see Slayton, big day. And we got the computer next week, so hopefully you get that message like, we think Slayton could be a superstar. So against the computer, I can really focus on you because if I get somebody hard, you probably won't be a superstar. Just that's what it comes down to, bro. That's what it comes down to.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think
come on, bro. What do you think this is? You think I ain't going to cover the middle? I learned my lesson in the first quarter. Hook doesn't make many mistakes. I'm telling you, this is the reason he's a Pro Bowl, man.
Over a adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And now this
Who's that, 13? Who was that? Was that 13, though?
Bring this one back.
Who created the fumble?
Return for the 49ers.
Oh, no replay? I gotta watch the game over to see.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the
Please
third
don't quit,
quarter.
bro. These stats are kind of amazing right now. This is like great
And you can
XP I
bet they're
need.
reaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Stop it. Stop it,
And
bro.
that'll carry over the back
Oh
line
my
of the end
God,
zone
really?
for a touchback.
Internet messing up. Oh my God, really? Stop it. You're not even streaming on your end. It's okay, bro. No respect. I thought it was cool and all of it. Alright. You're gonna quit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else
Just get out of this game. Now I'm scared. I'm scared. Let's just get out of the game.
That message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this...
Ooh, R1 was wide open. I ran right into that one.
Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010.
I ran into that one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Up, go.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15.
Great throw.
It's a gain of 34.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
Good job coming over the top.
Way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Let's end this game, baby.
They come out here in the eye.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards
right there,
short of
though.
the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Call
This
the
was just
replay.
simply
She bounced
excellent
outside.
defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. And it just
Thanks for not quitting, bro. I almost cussed you out. But thanks for not quitting.
So it's 3 more points, and
Almost
that
did
widens
it.
this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Before I forget. A lot of stats for you today, bro.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right,
Great
guys,
shit,
we're
Hilton,
going to
because he
lean on
was
you
gone.
through this patch. We need you
He
to get
was
us back
gone.
on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now Kamara.
Yeah, I should have
It's
juiced
a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one
Oh, I thought I was getting him.
And he'll go down
I
here
usually
right around the
money on it.
23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue.
Great shit. Great shit. Great play calling, Shanahan. Great playing cap. Just slayed. Great job all around, guys.
Touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is
Accurate
out on the
kick.
field,
That's
and
what
they
we
will
needed.
send this one away.
An accurate kick.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Play fake. Bridgewater. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Bridgewater to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Quick.
J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now.
I think this is a special team, bro.
Interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And it's complete.
Great throw, great catch. We're having a day. Having a day.
Second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out
We're
of
having
reach.
a day. Take away the run. All right. Take away the run.
The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Fighting Going through, and he's got space. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Detroit.
Had a day today,
officially an even 100 yards coast to coast
yeah,
on the kick return.
At least that's not on
Lions
defense.
gain a bit of respectability. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it, 55, Mike, 50, 51. Match box. Mike, check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 43. Hey, watch it.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
I see no
and from
hole.
the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Get him, boy.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And here a juke. He's got a cut, and he might be gone.
You can't tell me I'm not the greatest, man. You can't tell me, bro. They look lost out there, bro.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
That was a nice stop on him, though. That was a quick one. I didn't expect it to be that fast. That was quick.
You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
Thank you. The best team in the NFL.
A few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability
to
get better.
I appreciate you saying that, you know?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh, we wanted to hit stick 32.
And he will be brought down
after he just returned it like that.
17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Six is trying to come for it. I thought Idiot was on the opposite side, though.
Totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack.
13 ain't played that. We got big boys. Look at us. We just big, bro. We big for no reason.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he'll find Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Are they dying out here?
A 3rd down gain of 19. Bridgewater on 1st down.
Right over my head.
Complete over the middle.
Right over my head.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Oh, come on, man. You got to pick that, bro.
Should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We're going to send 3 actually this time. A little pressure on him.
They'll set up the screen.
A little pressure on him.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline.
He wants it. He wants that superstar status.
No, it was caught
what?
out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
He got to it. They trying to rob my man superstar status, bro.
And no move to get the
They trying
offense
to
off
rob
the
my
field.
man
Despite
superstar
failing once,
status.
they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
We got one, but it wasn't for the one guy that we wanted, though.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
good game. Thanks for not quitting. I appreciate it. I didn't mean to almost cuss you out because I thought you were going to quit. I apologize. As a man, I shouldn't have did that, especially on Father's Day. But not though.
And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on,
GG's, yeah. GG's.
why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really